You can't take some solace in the fact that you don't have 20 1,000-degree lights burning down on you at the moment. Can't say as much. First, I'd like to thank our board member, Mr. Banks, Amy Krause, our Chief Academic Officer, and Rob Manzori, Pope's Area Assistant Superintendent, for being here today and for your strong support of Pope High School. When writing a graduation speech, principals constantly are on the lookout for material. Sometimes we'll call other principals and kind of pick their brains so we don't have to recreate the wheel. I went so far as to call your former principal, Mr. Rick Ballou, to see what words of wisdom he could impart regarding the class of 2014, for which he was principal for 2 years. His sage advice was, keep it short, brother. No one ever really wants to hear you talk anyways. So with those inspiring words to guide you, let me give you a few nuggets of wisdom before you venture out. Class of 2014, it really was a spectacular year. Through the strength of your senior class, we have seen many academic and athletic successes this year. The class of 2014 has qualified for over $3.3 million in scholarships. Go ahead, that's That $3.3 million doesn't even include the Hope Scholarship. That's straight up scholarships. This class had 8 National Merit semifinalists and 7 finalists. Pope scored a 92.6 on the CCRPI index, which is the new state school measurement tool. It's one of the highest scores in the state. We have been ranked by U.S. News and World Report and Newsweek as one of the best high schools in the country. Also, the Washington Post listed us as one of the most challenging high schools in the country. Now, this past year, Pope has performed brilliantly in athletics and in the world of fine arts. Pope was region champions in wrestling, boys and girls track, and girls soccer. Practically every team made the state playoffs this year, with fast-pitch softball in the Final Four. Girls cross country finished 10th in the state, and the girls track team took 2nd place in the state championship. Girls soccer made it to the Final Four, and the boys tennis team finished state runner-up. Now, both boys and girls golf teams competed in the golf state finals for the first time ever, with the girls finishing 6th and the boys 11th overall in the state. Wrestling won the dual state championship for the 3rd year straight. Marching band has consistently earned superior ratings and best-in-class awards, and this year's Lest We Forget show would give you goosebumps. Band, orchestra, and chorus all received superior ratings at their large group performance evaluations. And finally, we've got the Director's Cup. The Director's Cup is the ranking for best overall athletic program in the state. This award recognizes the journey of each program to the state playoffs by awarding points by how deep a team makes it to the playoffs. Due to the hard work and success of all our teams, this senior class has seen Pope finish 2nd in 2011, 3rd in 2012 and 2013. And in 2014, Pope High School has, for the first time ever, won the Director's Cup. As you can see, this was a year of many firsts. School records were broken and many firsts occurred in the area of athletics. It was certainly the first time I've ever stayed the night over at school, got snowed in, and had to cook breakfast for a couple of students who enjoyed the hospitality of Hotel Pope. Being first at something is momentous. It secures your place in some historic sense, and it makes you special. This is why we all strive to be number one, because there can only be one first. I would ask and encourage each of you to continue to strive to be the best at whatever you do, but not just be first, but be first class. Be first class in the way you live your life. Be first class citizens, be first class travelers, be first class people. Be the first to help others, not the first to pass others by. Be the first to be patient, and the first to be kind. Be the first to solve problems, not the first to complain. Be the first to build others up, not to tear them down. Be the first to give back, and the last to take away. Be the first to stand up for what is right. Be the first to recognize what is popular is not always right, and what is right is not always popular. Understand there is never a wrong time to do the right thing. Most importantly, be the first to recognize that in order to be first, sometimes you have to be last. Being first class means sometimes placing the needs of others before yourself. And this class has excelled at this. This year alone, your class has accumulated over 1,500 volunteer hours. The class of 2014 had a total of 5,462 volunteer hours in their 4 years at Pope. In the 4 years you have been at Pope, your leadership and effort has raised over $135,000 to fight childhood cancer through the Riley Foundation. That's a record of $35,000 this year. You've built 4 houses for Habitat for Humanity. You have raised over $100,000 to support our shop at the Greyhound. And you've raised over $25,000 to support We Live for Life. You have truly been first-class students. I would like to now invite the following students to join me on the podium to receive a special award. Madison Elliott.